So today we're gonna be doing a quick transmission flush on my B18C setup right here. I did install a new transmission on this thing because I didn't like the 5th gear on my previous transmission, but this one right here is still using the OEM Honda fluid, and I feel like it's a little bit notchy from 2nd to 3rd gear. Like sometimes it'll grind at really high revs from 2nd to 3rd. Might be signs of the synchro is going bad, but I'm not too sure. So we're gonna be trying out new fluid. This is AMSOIL's manual transmission fluid, synchro mesh, or whatever it is. Anyways, on the back of this thing, it says replaces Honda MTF right there. And I've heard a lot of good things about this MTF, and I always just use the OEM stuff. So just super excited to try this out and see if it actually makes a difference in some of the grinding, right? So here is just a regular fluid transfer pump, super easy to use. And on the bottom right here, let me show you what you gotta do. So that's the drain plug right there. And then above that, with a little dot right there on the left side, is your fill. And that's pretty much it. You just undo that bottom one, drain all the fluid, and then cap it, and then fill it up top until it starts to ooze out again. And then you're full. I think it takes like 2 quarts or whatever, but above here you can see it. It's right there. It's not in focus, but some people also fill it from up here with a little funnel, but you know, the fluid transfer pump makes life a lot easier. So we're just gonna do it that way. So let's go. If you guys don't know how fluid transfer pumps work, let me show you real quick. So this is just your regular quart. They have different styles of transfer pumps. So the ones that you put on top of the bottle and you screw it on, kind of looks like a soap dispenser. Those are a pain in the butt. I don't like those. This one's probably the best one. So you take one of these hoses, okay, so this side. So this side, you pop it in the bottle like so, and then you take the other side and you put it into the transmission. That's pretty much it. And then you just pump away. And after 5 pumps, this thing's empty. You swap it out with another one, and then you're good to go. Simple. So this is actually quite easy. I got a little spoon drain plug magnet right there. Break this open, and then just let it drain out. It's probably gonna make a mess on my tie bar right here, but whatever. There you go. And that's just gonna drain, and then we're gonna fill it from that bolt right there once everything's good. Here's a little secret though. If you don't wanna wait for this thing to drain, if you're really impatient, there's a little valve up top, the little cap. So this cap right here, if I remove this, it'll flow a lot faster. Come on. Ah, there it is. Look at it go. This fill plug right here, we need to remove this guy. Look at that thing just friggin' dripping on my arm. It's okay. Pop this guy out. Now, people are gonna tell you, you don't have to fill from there. You could do it from, say, the speed sensor up top or whatever. I'm doing this exactly like how the OE does it. You can do it however you want. At the end of the day, it's full. But the problem with doing it up on top with a speed sensor, it won't overflow over here. So you don't know if it's actually full. So you have to measure your fluid, but sometimes measuring your fluid's not really accurate. So I just do it this way. I'm gonna put the hose up here where the inlet is. Okay. Since I have extra, I'm just gonna pump some in there to let the rest of that Honda MTF out. There you go. That's how we know it's for sure, fresh, new fluid. Just gonna pop our drain plug back on. This is fairly easy. This is just hand tight, but if you guys want to torque it, it's probably like 18 foot-pounds or something. It's pretty low. There you go. Now that the drain plug's in, we're just gonna pump new fluid in there, and then we should be good. Just do this, and then once it oozes out, then we're done, and we know we're full. If you fill it from the top where the vehicle speed sensor is, you have to measure it because it won't overflow. So you have the risk of running too much fluid and too little. So I just do it the proper way. This isn't really that difficult. And there you go. See that? It's starting to ooze out. It's pretty much full. So all you gotta do is clean it up and then just plug it, torque it to spec, and we're good to go.